Cryo is always far more effective in the rain. This is going to get interesting.
We haven't been to the Yai Publishing House in a while. Paimon wonders if they have any new books in. The one we read with Ayla.
Come on, this is a no-brainer, man. There's only one thing worth wishing for, and that is a ton.
But the exam's next week. If I fail again, I'm seriously done for.
It's just an exam. Trust me, there's no problem you can't solve by throwing more at it. If it doesn't work, then just keep throwing till—
What are they arguing about? It's quite a spirited debate.
Huh? Really? You need but stand on this land at midnight, lower your head and recite a special incantation, then your Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop. This, my friends, is the next big thing.
A wish ritual? That actually, right? Even Paimon knows that's just not how the world works.
I didn't believe it at first either, but that changed. It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically always been unemployed, wastes his days away, and he owes a lot of money. Like a lot, but get this. I don't see him for a few days, and suddenly, I heard it directly from him. He used this wishing ritual, and the next day he woke up to find his whole bed filled high.
His whole bed was filled with...
Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up lying on a bed of Mora is a bit of an example. Whether you believe it or not, it's not exactly a difficult ritual.
If you're still feeling skeptical, just ask around. There are a lot of very compelling stories going around these days.
Really? Well, come on! Let's go ask... Well, if it really is true, then just think of all the Mora Paimon could... Oh, and you'd finally be reunited... inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of people talking about this kind of stuff. Hey!
Grasp the thought in mind. Clear like the light of the moon. As close as kin with you. No, thou.
No, it's not hear my summons, it's heed my summons. Heed!
Hey! What are you guys up to?
Whoa! Sheesh, you scared me!
Incantation? Are you guys trying out this new wish?
Junkichi is trying it out, to be specific. He's hit a bit of a creativity block recently, so... I'm helping him make a wish so that he can move past it. I mean, I obviously don't. But Junkichi never listens to an outside opinion, so all I can do is go along with it.
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over Anyway, I just know this is going to work.
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narukami Shrine? Oh, I just know this is gonna work. I have a gut feel—
The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck. Alright, enough of that. Help me get this incantation down.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind of story you want to write. Where's all that— Look at you now! Trying dubious methods from any old—
Wait. What? This wishing—
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. No, it's most likely a self-published title. It just appeared out of nowhere and took Ina's— As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is written, but everyone is saying the wishing incantations it can—
Look, Junkichi, yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story. I've also heard lots of people saying that everyone who's had their wish granted using this method starts bang—
What's so surprising about that? They're probably just giddy with joy.
Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and ask Yai Miko? She's the expert when it comes to both light novels and the
cutter. Illusion shattered. Attack weak.
Dodge this.
Absurd. Inazuma shines eternal above destructions. Shine down.
Oh, so sorry. Cool it.
Shattered.
Freeze.
No, my sword. Witness the power.
Dodge this.
This body is eternal. Ruin followed by blade.
Freeze.
Inferior. Illusion shattered.
Don't push your luck. Cool it. This will be frozen in time.
Come on out!
Torn to oblivion. The final calamity.
Dodge this.
Inferior. There is no escape.
Freeze.
Eternity is in my hand.
Freeze.
No longer hold back. Purge all obstacles. Shine down. Now you shall perish. Rain cutter.
Invincible!
Torn to oblivion. Evasion is futile. Witness the power. Inferior. Strike dead. Insolent. This ends now. Weak. Weak. Absurd. There is no escape. The eye sweeps the lands.
Cool it. Don't push your luck.
Illusion shattered. Evasion now is futile. You shall perish.
Frostbite.
Absurd. Lightning falls on the land of eternity. This body is eternal.
Freeze.
Inferior.
Got it back!
Rain outlines your face. Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
Oh, so sorry.
Come on out!
Witness the final calamity.
What's the boat? Dodge this.
Illusion shattered. Ruin followed by blade.
Cool it.
Purge all obstacles. Know my sword.
Freeze.
Eternity is in my hand. There is no escape. Witness the power of the wild.
Dodge this. Cool it.
Invincible! Got it back!
Dodge this.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish. Let me weave you up. Oh, so soft. There is no escape. Illusion shattered, torn to oblivion.
Cool it!
There is no absurd. Rain cutter. The eye sweeps the land.
Don't get frostbite.
Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal. Euthymia crumbles before me.
What's the hurry?
You're here!
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful Oh? Well, what did you want to—
Well, we were just... actually, you look kind
No, not at all. It's nothing—
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major? I'm begging you,
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're so curious, let's have him—
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji-ai. Please, put in a good word for me. You have to— Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo. All he's ever wanted is to become a swordmaster, so he once asked Sensei Domon of the Make— Domon turned him away. Took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could, and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person. The doctors—
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's— If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll—
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee—
Oh, all right. Then tell me, when did your brother—
About 5
5 days ago.
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dream—
Well, they're kinda two—
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you—
What? rumors.
Oh dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is some-
Miko, he seems really desperate. His thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come on, you should help him.
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
Yay, Miko! So you're gonna help him?
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they are experts in resolving all
Yeah!
Really?
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging?
Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko. We may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists!
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you're It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence, everything else just... Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Don't you think it would be a little... Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me too.
This feels all wrong. But you technically...
Alright, let's go. Don't worry now.
Okay, let's follow Yohei and go visit his brother. What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even... Life's at stake here, so...
What's the hurry?
How strange. My brother's been meditating.
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's disciple. He just sits there alone, talking to himself. It's pretty disturbing, actually. But that's not important right now. Where the heck could he have gone in his current state?
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't find Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you start by going to find your brother?
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us? Shouldn't we help?
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people.
What's the hurry?
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back.
Huh? Debt collectors? But, it sounds like Yohei and Shin...
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them. They just hop between ideas and won't stick to anything.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a sword...
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, He was the same as ever. In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his potential. And he—
Wait, what?
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about—
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He's just late. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village.
Hey there! We've come to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, you mean Shingo and
Yeah! We heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice.
Yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting—
We're not here to sign up, but we would—
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water. Mesmerizing to watch. Domon's disciple—
Is Shingo really that strong?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel, too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something—
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo—
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much, but just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed to fell a lavender—
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep the—"
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall. And I've got the salt you asked for, too.
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry? Cool it! Quite the find.
Look over there. That's him.
So this is Yohei's brother. Whoa. Hey, listen!
Woohoo! Can you feel? Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. Please, spare me! Spare me! I can't take any more. I'm gonna— Yohei! Yohei!
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's going for—
Huh? Who?
He stood up! And now he's—
No, don't come any closer. Help!
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor thing. Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final—
Well,
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about some—
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
You don't know. But surely you should have— Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open— Your brother is your closest relative. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me.
But I...
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back.
Ah! Alright, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. My brother and... Yes, that's it! The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills. But his whole... because... I was worried that if he goes back to normal, if that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps and...
So then, why'd you go to the crypt?
Well, 'cause with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something. And then... So I was thinking that maybe Lady Guji might have a way to get my brother back to normal.
My, look at you with your Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has...
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
What is that?
It's the...
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me! Save me!
Miko! He fainted! What do we do next?
We do nothing, but you, little one. Just a quick fight.
Who's this? Come on.
He's coming! Be careful!
Fall before me!
No, my sword!
This will do!
There is no escape! Torn to oblivion!
Witness the power!
Hey! What was Ninjutsu?
You win! This.
I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end, huh? Well, Paimon sure is confused.
We can talk about it later.
What am I...
Shingo, are you alright?
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Domo and I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body. And I was terrified and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and...
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then this...
Thank you, Lady Guji, and thank you for your assistance.
All right, take him to get some rest. He's very weak. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, at this point I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you.
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you. We'll be on our way then.
Miko, would they really have lost their lives if... And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help?
They would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy...
So, what?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Paimon's got it.
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions.
Fair enough. But
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have, of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still,
well, the main thing is...
Alright, seems like we've wrapped up everything.
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up.
You mean you disagree? Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book?
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantation.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book...
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation.
But who wrote this book? And why? What do you think, Traveler? Yeah, Yohei and Shingo may have been fine in the end.
Lady Yai,
Kuroda, what are you doing here?
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here. Please.
Let me see. What?
Yes. Overall bestseller, readers' favorite, and trending ranking. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summon...
Both of you, back here now!
Miko? What is it? You have a
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit. Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work. I have to come up with a counterplan. And you...
Huh? How is this our problem?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think... Oh, am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important?
Wait, what just happened? Again?
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on, I'm going to head back and make some preparations.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Alright, Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival?
Why don't you take... I'll give you a hint. It's to do with...
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with...
Oh, wow. You're wrong.
Yeah! Wait!
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, in bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious...
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic.
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths...
But that means there's nothing we...
Well, I've been thinking. I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has the book contains many ancient kaidan, or tales of the supernatural, and is written in a very engaging... I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein it. That's right. How do you get rid of the next? So what we're going to do is smash our rivals' sales numbers and win our readers back. That, incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the
Wait, Miko. So you want us to write?
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your... Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble...
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy works, but these days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess the only recent book worth mentioning is a first-hand... Not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so that I'm almost wondering if...
I'll be honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills. In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, where the protagonist is a kitsune who has not only mastered the secret art of incantations, but
The key to a successful light novel is having when to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artist you should commission for them. These are all good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, a bad illustrator... There's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. I'd agree with that. Too bad the illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yae Miko.
There you are. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a creative... Satomi is Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different... They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
It definitely...
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' all very true. An original core concept, a fast pace, more importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction,
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still, for example, we know we need an original core...
Before you can answer that question, take A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns.
Oh, right! So maybe we can take inspiration... but that would make it a completely different genre than...
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. As long as the core content is interesting, my expert...
Alright, let's start with Chapter 1 then. What are you thinking? This sounds like a great one! Let's see here. The protagonist arrives in Mondstadt for the first... With the help of some trusty companions, the protagonist successfully defeats the human. Let us work together to build... Well, that was an unexpected development. What? But that's so misleading.
Out of a maximum of... The story certainly goes in an unorthodox direction, and the dragon...
What the heck?
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it seems you're filtering them through thoughts from the experts. Are we able to work with it?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I...
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Huh? Won't that do?
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. If we don't keep delivering the goods now we've caught... Hurry, Chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see the...
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further.
Before it came to what? What?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch-nemesis for life, appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer. They sell their souls just to get their muse back.
Sounds awful!
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper boss, get me a plate of fried tofu, and get some... Don't worry, this is...
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute.
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now. For the sake of our paycheck, get your brain... Ooh! Does this mean your inspirations come back? Let's see now. The protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young man who doesn't have the money with the help of the Qixing and the protection. Is this the kind...
I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great... I, for one, think there's a sizable market for this.
Alright, well, let's just hope Zhongli...
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas? Clearly very closely based on your own personal experience. That's fine. Since it's something that took place in Inazuma... One thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving... Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist...
Whoa, so we're really going head-to-head with our rival on...
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the manuscript...
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first...
The content is fine. Now we just need to... I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good as those in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. We'll also need a... She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing House at some point to commission Ms. Hina for that recommendation.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements. But with Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping, but
Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers' letters. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get that endorsement from Miss Hina, may your light novel sell well and set a new record for the Yai public.
We'll do our best.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by...
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you so...
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout Inazuma.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is gonna...
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly...
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days for the results. Thank you all for your submission. I wish you... You've all finally... Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves.
Woohoo! That's good!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30%. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time...
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was to come... We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like...
Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about.
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from a first-hand guide to...
Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing.
The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, I heard that the incantations in a first-hand guide to summoning spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of Mora and got it. They actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get... That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow! You're right! Everybody... What's this moonless night that they're talking? Hyman doesn't remember that detail from the...
This is something that will become...
There's a phase...
Of course. Behind every book that hits the mark...
Oh yeah. If we leave him to his own devices, he might... Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for...
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed to identify the author. But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having... Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, after his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone, help!"
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So...
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just... And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role. Oh, what are you talking about?
That was unexpected.
Ad Astra Abbott.
What's the hurry?
Miko, what is...
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive...
Really? But if...
That seems rather fitting. What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author of...
Paimon's heart is pounding, but Paimon... Hey! Wait up! Ooh, Paimon's scared! What a weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Probably a scene from...
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also kind... Looks like the artist signed their name.
Let's go inside and take a look.
What's one more?
Right here. Show them. Come on out.
My blade! Freeze! Fall before me!
Inazuma shines eternal!
To the pit! Final cut! Fall before me!
Rain Cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
You win this battle.
Wow, this place is huge! Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder what it's for.
Ah, I see. Huh. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. Alright, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move. I'm always watching. Show them.
Will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
Illusion shattered!
Let me weave you a verse.
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Almost dodged that. Gotta dash. Ninjutsu!
Cool it!
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
This battle.
What's the hurry?
Frostbite!
Ring cutter!
Shine down!
Fall before me!
Now you shall perish!
What was that escape method again?
Fall before me!
There is no escape!
A sight to behold.
Free!
Taste my blade!
Illusion shattered!
You win this battle.
There's no escape!
What's the hurry?
Inazuma shines eternal!
Right now. Come on now.
Shine down!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness.
Torn to oblivion!
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Show them.
Whoa, it's that painting we just saw! It's turning this way along with the whole wall! It's getting eerier and scarier!
Okay. Next I will show you a secret kitsune spell. This painting is a swift summoning medium, which means I'll be able to The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here. Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to put... You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the host's body, he would...
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any lasting
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that. Anyway, are you scared, little friend? Don't you worry now, it'll be over soon. Sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. But try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
It's like he's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon seeing things? Did the painting just move?
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need to have some Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth the author of...
Probably something...
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add a little... The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible.
The painting is moving again! What?
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own... What have we here? Another budding writer? What's come over you all? Why is...
We got you! So you were the one who wrote a first-hand... What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation in the book?
Huh? What's this? Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't you? Ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai.
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all...
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let... I sense... Yeah, good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to...
Wake up! Quick! Wake up! We gotta stop him!
It is futile. You shall never wake him again.
Hey! Come on, wake up! Don't let him take your Miko! Think of something... You're laughing?
Oh, Rakusai, you haven't changed a bit. You...
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. Look what you've done to this little flying one here. Oh.
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago. Now you're trying...
Rakusai? Miko, you guys...
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, no, wait. To be more accurate, it's...
Memory? But isn't...
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the...
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sacred sock? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human in life, yokai possess supernatural powers. And even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, they still have the ability. Typically, yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots. It piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside his...
So that's how it happened. But...
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another kitsune, no. I was a mighty... But with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world...
but...
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a...
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave, hmm? Oh, yes. And they might have. But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out and shape their fate. As for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right. So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a...
Yes.
All right, then. You finally...
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day antics. Miko is actually one of the most powerful...
Not only that, Irakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, a first-hand guide to...
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. And yet you went to all these lengths to find my painting room. And you were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and... All right. You win, I lose.
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later.
I remember when you were just a little girl, always hanging off my
Oh, Irakusai, how much...
Not much. That goes for all of us, actually. Everyone's quite content in many ways, but they still can't help but ask.
Don't you worry. When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Great. Miko, it's been nice catching up, but I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So...
All right. Goodbye.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to...
I've been great, of course. Every day is a especially these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but... And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle.
Oh, well, great.
Irakusai, you'd be right at home in this. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yae Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would...
He disappeared. Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me. Oh, you beat me to it. Looks like your brain isn't... So, your first possession, What was it like? Good. Hearing Irakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make sure to deliver all... Yes, though they only represent a tiny proportion of the memories in the ley lines. Since you've come this far, why don't you do one last thing for me,
You cannot be serious, Miko! After all that, you guys teamed up to scare Paimon just...
Aw, come on. I'm really only asking you to finish what you started. Besides, your
Paimon's paycheck? Well, there's no way out now. We're in...
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join me.
As if we had a choice. So, Miko, what exactly do we have to do to make this... Also, to be clear, we actually have no idea...
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakyako is just a gathering of the yokai. Back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one they'd start soaring into the sky with it. But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. They are no... So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them, gathering all... When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, all the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance. Remember the incantation...
Oh, yeah! Something about reciting the...
That's the one. Actually, It's not a wish-granting incantation at all. It's a spell to help calm. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way. I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that first, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain. During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami shrine. After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat. But when they may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up.
Alright, got it.
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a
Okay, let's get going.
Descend the mountain?
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's
I see. I'll evacuate everyone right.
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back.
It seems like Lady Guji places great trust. Lady Guji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence. Thank you for helping with the ritual.
Don't worry, we're much stronger. Miko's about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the monsters down the mountain. These monsters look really riled up. Yep, let's get rid of them as fast as we can. Alright, here they come!
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Oh, so sorry.
Rain cutter!
Shine down!
Ninjutsu! Got a dash!
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Cool it! Just get frostbite.
Rain outlines your fate.
Let's get down to business.
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Finally,
Witness the power of Ruwa.
freeze!
There is no escape!
To the berries!
There's so many of them! Come on, you can do it!
Wait! Oh, so sorry.
Shine down!
No, my sword! Let me read you a verse.
Allow me to strike first!
Torn to oblivion!
I need to train harder.
Illusion shattered!
Dodge this!
Alright, that's the last of the monsters. How far along do you think the ritual is? Let's head back to the Grand Narrow... everywhere. Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me. You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Paimon's never seen anything like this before. Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon!
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short. It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
Says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment,
I perform this rite to be a guiding light. Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
Rakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course. Just as I thought, the ritual went very smoothly. Oh,
What? The look on your face?
I'm fine, seriously. No. Honest.
Miko!
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me, you...
Sure, no problem. Immediately.
Okay. Well, see...
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
Today is the day we agreed to treat Miko to a meal. The venue is Uyu Restaurant.
Wait is unbearable. How was the next chapter of the miraculous adventure?
It was quite a surprise when the moonless...
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that...
Yeah... I get...
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells...
Huh? Paimon can't... Guess she's not out here. Maybe she wouldn't...
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Miko, what is this? You started
I did, yes. The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake. Ah, boss, see these two faces here? Remember them.
Alrighty.
What's gotten into you? Come on, sit yourselves down. You have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seirai Island. They shipped it to Inazuma or maybe you'd rather try this? I know. If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds...
Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us was the plainest...
Strange. I remember no such... Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you?
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive! Aren't you afraid...
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford...
What? Oh, darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the moonless night, novels with so you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of The deadline is looming. I'm counting on you.